Hello everyone, my name is Ohad and as always, welcome back to another video. So as we all noticed, very surprisingly, the RMR sale finally ended, followed by an insane spike in my opinion. If you've been checking my YouTube post, you should know that I already began to sell some of mine, and today I want to explain why I chose to sell my capsules, what I did to bypass the $2,000 wallet limit, and I just want to take you through my thought process which leads me to this decision. As always, thank you so much for watching my videos. If you are new to this channel, I welcome you to subscribe, leave some feedback in the comment section, and any suggestions for new content are appreciated. Alright, so the first reason for me to sell them early, and I've talked about this before, having a healthy sale volume is critical when you own a large number of items, and there are two different ways to explain it. So I ended up having almost 8,000 capsules, which was time consuming to manage in storage units and let alone to put on sale. So if the volume is not good enough, you either block yourself from using that cash, or people would always outbid you. And then you need to release thousands of items, which is extremely time consuming. That's exactly what happened to me. Last weekend I was staying up until like 3 AM to list about 4,000 capsules at the price of 1.28 ILS, which is about 0.39 cents, only to discover the next day that I sold only 300 of them. And the price got lowered to 1.22 ILS, which is almost like 2 cents less. And so that morning I started to take them off and release them again. This is probably the core reason why I sold them early on. I don't have those 3 extra hours a day to list thousands of items throughout a week. So for me, it comes down to the weekends where I can really concentrate on one single thing at a time. But then people may go on and say, alright, that's not my situation, right? I'm just starting out, I understand it's a real burden to have thousands of items, but I own only 500 capsules, let's say. Obviously, my decision was not predicated only based on the fact I own lots of capsules. Fun fact, I had a conversation going with a friend of mine for like 2 hours straight, just contemplating this entire RMR situation and looking for alternatives. And look, we can't deny the fact that the RMR was around for way too long. We had multiple bots who were reselling the capsules on scale. Probably lots of YouTubers recommended purchasing those capsules as well, and regardless of how you feel about it, there should be an insane amount of capsules out there. Now, what becomes super obvious to me is that people having that notion of anything they buy should be profitable. And while there is some truth to that, and I understand it, I don't think people should neglect the fact that volume matters. It almost feels as if people just don't sell their items thinking that prices would gradually increase, while ignoring the fact that there are so many side events that are going to take place, which will have an impact on the market. And as someone who was actively monitoring the RMR Legend capsules, we went from nearly 500,000 sales per day to somewhere near 120,000 sales per day. But again, you may go on and say that I only have 100 capsules, the volumes should not bother me that much. Even though you are already losing, because people will continue to outbid others and ultimately the prices decrease if there is more supply than demand. Here is another reason why I think we are on a downward trend. The prices of the RMR capsules on third-party sites, like Buff for example, are just way too cheap. I'm talking about 60% cheaper than for what they are going for on the market, and it goes in such a way that you can just sell your knife on Buff, buy the Legends RMR capsules, resell them on Steam, and you ended up with a tiny bit of extra profit. And I've already done that with my Marble Fate bayonet. So the sale volume is slowly decreasing, you can make money every single week, and that's not a good sign for the RMR capsules over the Steam market. What I expect to see next is that skins and different items will continue to increase their value. RMR capsules should increase as well over third-party sites, but the ones that are being sold over Steam should either remain stable or slightly decrease. To put things more clearly, I'm not demonizing the RMR investment. What I'm saying is that we won't experience any sudden growth like people wish to have, and in the meantime, you can actually go on and grab some free money. I know this topic can get a little bit controversial, so I welcome everyone to leave their thoughts in the comment section. I want to be able to produce a video next weekend, but I would surely have plenty of time on my phone to catch up with everything. So in my situation, because I had so many capsules, I easily got to that $2,000 Steam wallet limit, and the question then was how to handle that excess amount of money in the best way possible. I started off looking at different old collections, moved on to different knives, but it wasn't enough for me. Hands down, I believe discontinued collections are one of the most secure and stable investments you could make. If you are really into long-term investments, just go ahead and pick something from the new collections. My problem was that I know the Steam summer sale is coming soon and items should take a dip. This is usually a good time to buy stuff, and so I didn't want to hold anything that will force me to wait an extended amount of time to make it profitable. I also tried to compare prices to third-party sites to maintain the versatility without force committing to one platform. I came up with the broken fan cases as the ultimate item, and I bought about 1.5 thousand cases for 57 cents, which basically means I can sell them all right now for profit if I wish to. Here is what I think we are about to see next. The volume should continue to decrease, more people will begin to sell their capsules, which causes the prices to fall. This Sunday people will have their trade locks lifted, so they can sell them and buy more cheap capsules, and about mid-June the Steam Summer Sale should arrive, so that won't help the situation. And you know what the funny thing is? All those people who think it is stupid to sell early, if you were really looking around and paid attention, just by flipping the items on your own you could make those extra $40 a week, but otherwise you were required to wait way too much time for the prices to increase. And on top of that, if then you decided you want to invest for the long run, you still can rebuy the capsules for way less. So what's the advice here? Like, what should people do? You should do whatever you wish to do. This video is only about showcasing my thought process, and hopefully some of you picked something and it helped you to better shape your perspective and way of thinking. Like I mentioned earlier, I won't produce a video next weekend without getting too much into details. As always, I welcome you everyone to subscribe and leave some feedback in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching another video, and I just want to wish you all a wonderful weekend. As always, talk to you soon.